This is R. Parthasarathi. I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering in Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. So we move to the presentation. So my topic is the construction process of prefabricated columns. So in this topic is from prefabricated structures. So structural behavior of a precast elements. A precast reinforced structures are mainly types because of almost of all the reinforced concrete structures can be prefabricated. In prefabricated structures, the components of in steel or the composite structures are the RCC prefabricated members, slab, joist, beam. The beam categorized into main beam and secondary beam. Also the wall panels and column. These are all the common of structural members. These members, each and every members are having different of structural behavior. It depends upon the structural property. So slab element, prefabricated slab element. So for the purpose of roofing the slab or the flooring slab in the first floor, second floor, the system consists of planks which is supported over the RCC joist. The plank can be made in any one of the following form with or without pre-stressing. Pre-stressing is the additional force which will given to the members, whether it is a column or beam or slab element. So it depends upon the shape of the member, hollow cross section and double T section, channel section, lightweight concreting roofing slab, solid rectangular blank, and specification of the members width is a 0.5 meter and maximum span is a 5 meter without pre-stressing. Thickness we can take a suitable thickness, whether 125 mm thickness or 150 mm thickness. So in this slab element we can use the maximum of the span 5 meter for without pre-stressing, whether we are using prefabricated elements. So like a small picture it will give for RCC prefabricated shear walls and wall panels, a beam element with the T-shaped slab, okay, with loaded on the corbels. So a picture will give clear information about the prefabricated system of construction. So joist, what is a joist? A joist is a small beam is loaded from blank. So it transmits a load from the main beam through the channel. So a proper connection to the blank used by the triangle shaped strips and make any of the factories on top of the surface and projected with the reinforcements. So easily connected to other members. So a cast in situ topping precast and precessed concrete blank. So here the picture will give the information about the joints. And the main beam and secondary beam. Yes, a roll upon the main and secondary beam sizes. Maybe we can take a 300 by 300, but varies the reinforcements and the slab conditions according to the moments and a clear span between the distance of the two number of the column. Whether a square member it 100 by 100 mm hole with 100 mm of the depth provided on both sides. Connections with the beam to beam and column to beam by proper welding with care and connecting between the joint using by concreting with needle vibrator. So these are the pictures about the main beam and secondary beam. So wall panels to make a casting of element to fixing and like the doors, ventilator, windows, frames, etc. So this is the purpose of providing wall panel in the building. So panels is a non-loaded member because of a wall panel is loaded on the beam member. So beam and the column is a framed structure. The load will be transferred to the frame only. Okay, but the transformation purpose and for the providing the safer point of view, we provide the wall panels. So thermal effect and safety to provide 150 mm of a thickness. In case of a cellular concrete blank is 75 mm thickness in M25 grade is suitable for the concreting for cellular type. And thickness of 37.5 mm either phase minimum reinforcement to provide at the wall panels. So no need to be plastering work is not required for wall panels, whether prefabricated wall panels. Some advantages, it's very lightweight, low cost material, easy adopting for all type of a building, all type of a conditions. So this is one of the picture example for staircases and frame for wall panels and the floors, slab, etc. So the next one is a column, prefabricated column. The many columns are by providing prefabricated elements. grooving provided, and it's good looking for the purpose, providing elevation, a good aesthetic view for the column, and well load carrying capacity with compared to the of normal RCC column to resist all over the moments and to make a different type or different shapes or different specimens. We provided the prefabricated column to structures. So in this case, a column, okay, ground floor, first floor, second floor, we provide for the load carrying capacity and different of the loads from girders and beam, diagonal loads, bracing loads, everything taken by the rectangular beam or L-shaped beam or inverted T-beam or astro beams. So yeah, pictures clear the about the different type of prefabricated beams and columns. So in maybe erection process is a very difficulty to assign a column beam slab element to the one manner. So this is the small example picture for erection process. So some performance about the prefabricated building: good appearance, structural capability, thermal property, sound insulation, and fire resistant, durability, moisture resistant, toxicity and breathability, and good environment also. So appearance is a structural capability wise and better quality wise. A slab and a beam carrier live and dead loads. Additionally, the reinforcement placed well, filling up the joints and slab interlocking without the displacement. M40 grade is a durable and a stronger member, and reinforcement of a good pattern is given a good result on cast in situ. Better quality for shape and life, light gray color and smooth even finishing, neat and clean, reduction number of joints. So thermal property, a small definition about thermal property is a cross section, the wall panel using roof and wall. It provided the adequate thermally insulating cover, but all the thermal performance during the manufacturing process to consider a good thermal property easily added the independent layer of insulation. So sound insulation acceptable of degree, and in the performance to improved by the addition of sound in the performance to improve for the durability, installation, material, and manufacturing process also we consider in this property. So in the precast is not a burn; they are the readily incorporated to the fire resistance, fire rating up to 4 hours. Okay, also resistant to mold of formation and durability and moisture resistance for higher durability and low maintenance. Will perform at high humidity conditions, constant for wetting water absorption less than of case studies. So toxicity and breathability, environment pollutions, preparing the cements and silos and for reinforcements also. Water and air side condition can be reduced and controlled because of a very minimal percentage of the materials only we are used for making the built environment. So large panel construction, a multi-story building, a multi-story structures composed a large wall panels and floor concrete also provided for the connection purpose for transfer the vertical loads and horizontal loads to the directions. It resists a gravity load. A wall panel are usually one story or 2 stories. So wall and shear walls we provided for the lift room. So classification, cross wall system and longitudinal wall system. So the load bearing capacity and suitably for high-rise building. So non-load bearing structure, okay, we are using for longitudinal wall system is better for adopting all the loading condition to the surface. A two-way system. Okay, yeah, this system will provide for placing both directions, and the panels are considered to resist both of gravity load and lateral loads also. This is a load case 2. And the large panel system, the structure may be interior wall panel for non-load carrying capacity, non-load bearing member. And third one is a large panel structure, whether maybe the RCC, the size of the slab equal to the of a size of the room, whether it is a 30 square meter. So the large panel structures for the roof member were used for housing and public building. Our roof panel span with a 12 meter of the clear span with the structures of 1.5 to 7.5 tons of weight. So comparison, shear wall and conventional load bearing. So the load bearing wall is very brittle. Conventional concrete wall collapse during the sudden earthquake. RCC framed structures are slender when compared to the wall, it's sturdy. And moderate shear wall not stable but also compare quick ductile. And exterior wall is a shear resisting wall. So a shear forces in the wall in the shear forces we can take and uplift pressure for the kind of a load cases details are acted on the shear wall. And shear forces and uplift members, the forces are from the external and the actions there is possible for the reactions. So some of the classification based upon the rectangular, flanged wall, and coupled shear wall, and rigid frame shear wall, and framed wall within with filled walls, and column supported shear walls, and core type of a shear wall based upon the material RCC, plywood, and brick block masonry, and steel plate of a shear wall. So a RCC, plywood, and mid ply wooden based shear walls also prepared in the industry, and we are using to uh, make a wall element to distributing the structures. So in this structure, a steel plate shear wall and to cover the column and beam and roof slab element also. For bracing, we provided to cover openings in all the areas for aesthetic view. Some of the advantages it's a very ductile and large panel construction, and steel shear wall has a very high initial stiffness and easier than faster construction for the shear wall, and very efficient for cooled regions. One of the disadvantages is like very low temperature. Member. Thank you.